Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 video. We're on the road to Genesis, that's what we've opted to call our February pay-per-view. So we have another block booking of 4 Impact Wrestling shows on Access TV before we get there. So I'm in quite a unique position here, I think. At the moment, and especially going into Genesis, there's going to be a lot of storylines that are intertwined. Again, just that whole basis of having that 4 weeks before the actual pay-per-view, there's obviously people that can become available, there's people that end up being booked elsewhere and we can't have, and yeah, obviously people can get injuries, that's part and parcel of the world of professional wrestling. So I think I'll stick to the same kind of basis we had the last time. We'll maybe have 4 matches guaranteed, matches that we'll hint at, and then we'll see if we can put out just a really good card at Genesis. And the main thing is, I say, game pop, get money, long-term security, so we can invest more things in Impact Plus, to name one. But it's a solid episode, a lot of things happening on this show. Obviously the aftermath of Hard to Kill, the various debutants there, so I'm hoping we can continue that momentum with a solid show. I won't bother on much longer, let's just get in it. This is Impact Wrestling on Access TV. So the actual episode of Impact, the first of 4 tapings at the Sienna baseball field, so we're trying not to lose that 5% of attendance. And we see basically EC3 and the champion Rich Swann, of course, who defended that belt in the triple threat match in the ring. This segment is just basically EC3 saying he's just obsessed with the championship, he won't give up until he gets it. And Rich Swann has a bit of sympathy for him. He says he was a game competitor in the triple threat match, and it was Eric Young who took the pinfall. So EC3 asks for a match at Genesis, and Rich Swann accepts. We've got I was going to say our main event, but our championship match at least booked in for that, and that was a 49 rated segment. We'll just actually book that in just now. So Genesis, let's pre-book so we know we've definitely got it. It's definitely booked in, and that will be, if I can find him, Rich Swann. And he'll be taking on EC3 for the Impact World Championship. We'll book everything else once we get there. So that match is in. The opening contest for the night also had a 49, and this of course is off the back of Matt Cardona being the surprise partner for Swoggle, and he took on his old friend Brian Myers and he defeats him in 11:58 with the Rough Rider. A 49 rated performance because both guys had great chemistry with each other. This actually had a bit of a knock because of Cardona's injury, so we could have been looking at a 50 odd rating there, but again, making him look strong and coming to Impact Wrestling. And yeah, Myers maybe thinking again about what he done to Swoggle. After the break, we see Brian Myers on his phone and he's talking to someone. He's just saying, yeah, this can't happen, I really need you here. Try and get here as soon as you can. We need to have some payback on Swoggle and on Matt. So hopefully, if not next week, the week after, you can get here and make a statement. So a 33, don't want to give away who that is, but they're coming soon to Impact Wrestling. Well, they're already on the roster, but yeah, someone we've not seen on the series as of yet. Next up we had an 8-man tag, and it was a decent match-up that saw Nzo, Big Caz and the Good Brothers defeat Eric Young, Joe Doring and Reynolds Scum in 12:13 when Carl Anderson was pinned Adam Thornstowe with the Anderson Spinebuster. I felt like this was a good opportunity to give Reynolds Scum a more documented match-up with guys that are all over. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, showcasing depth that we've got in our tag division and continuing a good run of momentum for the champions and of course our new recruits Nzo and Big Caz. But at 45, pretty happy with that. And then just a celebration between Nzo, Big Caz, Machine Gun Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows at 51. So they're all getting on quite well at the moment. Emphasis on at the moment. Then had a little argument backstage between Sami Callihan and Ken Shamrock. Obviously they lost their match to the Inflictors of Pain at Hard to Kill, and yeah, things are a wee bit just, tensions are a bit high in the camp for the world's most dangerous tag team, and they are a 38 rated segment there. Some more on that as the weeks go by. Moving along with James Storm in action, he defeated Johnny Swinger in 4:59 with a lung blower, a 35. I think you know the basis of this one. Just continuing the winning momentum for the Cowboy, and Johnny Swinger just being an enhancement talent. So short, sweet, effective match. Then had a backstage attack. Obviously, it's been a wee while since we've saw Taya Valkyrie and Tennille Dashwood since they lost to the Sea Stars at what would be final resolution for the Knockouts Tag Team Championship. And they just say that it's a bit annoying they've not been on television for a while. They bump into a guest of the evening, an enhancement talent, MJ Jenkins, a local worker in this area, and they just beat her down, throw her about the backstage area, and just laugh and mock her as they walk away. So that's a 34 for that segment. Trying to utilise the local worker a lot more efficiently over these tapings as well, so you may see more local workers pop up over the course of the couple of tapings. Then a decent matchup that saw Eddie Edwards defeat Madman Fulton in 13:46 with a surprise roll-up. A 51, great chemistry between these two. Eddie Edwards with a great performance. This was one where I just felt like put them together, some magic can happen, and even though we've booked Madman Fulton very dominantly, Eddie Edwards gets the shock victory. And this leads to a bit of tension between Eddie Edwards and Ace Austin, who tried to get involved a few times, but to no avail. So could we be hinting at something here? They don't come to blows, but a little bit of verbals are exchanged between both of them, and that's 43. Then had Rosemary in action. She's back obviously, and she took on Tasha Steelz, winning in 7:23 with the Olympic Slam. A 39 rated matchup here. Simple victory for Rosemary. Obviously you're not going to ever come back and just lose, so it's Tasha Steelz who takes the defeat. She then cuts a promo on Deonna Purrazzo, and she just says she's been away for a long time, but she wants that gold and she'll do anything, and she means anything, to win that Knockouts Championship. So Deonna Purrazzo, you're a marked woman, is what she says. Then had the rematch for the X Division Championship, and it was Lio Rush defeating Rohit Raju in 12:03 with the Dragon's Call, giving Lio his first defence of the belt. A 50 played a 31 here, so you can just see how far greater in ring Lio Rush is here, which obviously we want in the X Division. That was a 43 rating. We had this to steal the show, so I was hoping it could be a little bit better. But inconsistency, stamina, and the low experience of our announce team of Dom Callis and Matt Striker results in a 43. Then the Good Brothers come down to the ring to do colour commentary for our main event of the evening. So the tag teams again in the main spotlight, and we finish the show with a matchup between the Inflictors of Pain, Binza and Slamani, and they defeat Alex Reynolds and John Silver from AEW in 12:12 when Binza pinned Alex Reynolds with the last chapter. So a 51, the show itself should gain pop in most regions in America. Delighted with that. I think if you realistically put these two teams together, it'd be very difficult for... You wouldn't really buy Silver and Reynolds defeating two mammoth guys the size of these two. So obviously going to protect the Inflictors of Pain. They pick up the win, and then they get jumped by Ethan Page, Josh Alexander, The North, who are just a wee bit jealous of what the Inflictors of Pain have done since they came to Impact Wrestling. But again, it's assorting your dominance, showing that you are the most dominant tag team in Impact Wrestling. So many teams here looking to stake a claim. So overall, show itself a 50, may actually be one of our better shows, and that increases our pop in 34 regions. Again, it's a very even show. A lot of stuff could have main evented, but I'm happy where we're at the moment. We're starting to gain popularity every show. It's always going to take us a bit of time, but looking forward to putting together a fantastic card for Genesis. So that's taping 1. Hopefully you'll join us in the next episode for our next taping, as Genesis is a few weeks away. Bye bye.